Rain crashes against my kitchen window, a Seattle storm that rages like my thoughts. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32. Standing in the dim glow of my modern home, the counter cold under my fingertips. A mug of tea steams before me, its surface deceptively calm, but the smell, it's wrong. A sharp metallic tang stings my nose, twists my stomach into knots like a warning carved in air. Lucas, my husband, leans against the doorway, his silhouette sharp against the flickering light. His smile is off too tight, too eager, like a predator playing at warmth. "Drink it, Evie," he says, voice smooth, as silk eyes glinting with something I can't name. "I made it just for you." My hands tremble, fingers brushing the mug's handle, hesitating. 3 times in 6 months I've collapsed, gasping after his meals, his sister Claire's dinners. First her salad, bitter and burning, then his smoothies, leaving me dizzy, vision blurring. Last her soup, sending me to the ER, doctors shaking their heads. Food poisoning, allergies. That's what Lucas claimed, his voice soft concerned, always ready with an excuse. But my gut screams louder now, a primal alarm. Coincidence doesn't strike. This often doesn't leave you shaking in hospital beds wondering why. The rain pounds relentless, matching the thud of my pulse. I trusted him, built a life with him, loved him through every late-night laugh and quiet morning. But this tea, this smell, it's no accident. Is he poisoning me? The question claws at my chest, raw, unthinkable. Lucas shifts his smile, flickering, watching me like a hawk. One sip could answer everything, or end it. My breath catches the mug warm under my palm. I need to know, need to act before it's too late. Tonight, I'll find the truth, no matter what it costs. Claire Donovan's penthouse towers over downtown Seattle, its glass walls gleaming under a gray, rain-soaked sky. The air inside hums with the scent of fresh espresso, rain-damp leather, and a faint, unsettling edge like danger brewed into the morning. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32. Sitting at Claire's polished mahogany table, my nerves frayed to threads. This monthly family brunch feels like a trap, every clink of silverware a warning. Claire Lucas's sister, my rival, is a marketing VP who wears her ambition like armor, her smile as sharp as the steel in her high-rise. She despises losing, especially to me, and I've been outshining her at work, stealing her clients one by one. Today, her eyes glitter with something darker than usual, something hungry. She slides a latte across the table, its foam swirling like a storm gathering strength. "For you, Evelyn." She purrs, her voice syrupy, too sweet, like poison masked in honey. Lucas, my husband, sits beside her, his nod too quick, his grin stretched tight. "Drink up, Evie." "It's special," he says, his tone warm but his eyes cold, darting to the cup. My stomach twists the memory of that tea last night, its metallic tang still burning in my nose. This latte's scent is worse, sharp, acrid, clawing at my throat like a chemical spill. I've been here before, haven't I? 6 months ago, Claire's salad sent me to the ER, my body heaving, gasping for air. Lucas swearing it was just bad lettuce. Then his smoothies, bitter and wrong, left me dizzy, my vision blurring. Her soups burning my throat landed me in another hospital bed. 3 times in 6 months each time, with their excuses, their pitying looks, their lies. My fingers hover over the latte, the weight of their stares pressing in heavy, expectant. Claire's smirk flickers, barely hidden, as she stirs her own latte, untouched, her manicured nails gleaming under the chandelier. "Lucas is quite the barista now," she says, her voice dripping with mockery. Her eyes locked on mine, daring me to drink. My pulse hammers a drumbeat in my chest. Is this another accident? Another step in their plan to break me. I lift the cup, let it graze my lips, faking a sip, the liquid's heat a threat against my skin. Their gazes burn hungry, waiting for me to falter, to fall. My mind races, replaying last night's fear, that question. Are they poisoning me? I set the cup down untouched, my smile forced tight. Delicious, I lie watching their faces for a crack, a clue. Claire's smirk widens, but Lucas shifts his fingers, twitching. They're hiding something, and I'm not drinking a drop until I know what. This isn't just brunch, it's a game, and I'm playing to win. Rain streaks my office window, a restless Seattle downpour that mirrors the storm in my chest. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32. Sitting at my desk, the glow of my laptop casting shadows on the walls. The latte from Claire's brunch lingers in my mind, its acrid stench a twin to that tea last night, both screaming danger. My fingers hover over the keyboard, but my thoughts are trapped 6 months back in the first time I felt my body betray me. Claire's penthouse, her special salad, its bitter metallic aftertaste coating my tongue. I trusted her, then laughed at her table, unaware of the poison seeping in. Hours later, I was in the ER, hunched over a hospital toilet, vomiting until my throat burned my body, shaking like a leaf in a gale. Lucas was there, holding my hair, his voice soft, too soft. "Bad lettuce, Evie." That's all he whispered, his eyes too calm, too practiced. The doctors found no food poisoning, just something odd in my blood, a shadow they couldn't name. I believed him, brushed it off, ignored the nagging in my gut. But then came his smoothie 2 months later, its strange tang leaving me dizzy, my vision blurring, legs buckling under me. Another hospital bed, another round of tests, no answers. Lucas again with his excuses. "You're stressed, Evie, maybe allergies." Then Claire's soup 3 months ago, burning my throat, sending me back to the ER monitors, beeping, my heart racing. 3 times in 6 months, each incident sharper, each excuse thinner. Patterns don't lie, not like this. My hands clench, nails digging into my palms, the pain grounding me. Lucas and Claire together, watching me suffer, their pitying smiles hiding something darker. Why I'm outshining her at work, stealing her clients, her spotlight. My campaigns lighting up Tech Corp while her firm falters. Is that enough to hurt me? The thought sears a betrayal that cuts deeper than any knife. I trusted them, loved them, shared my life with them, and they've been poisoning me. The rain roars outside, a relentless drumbeat, but it's the fire in my chest that drives me now. That latte today, its chemical stench, it's no coincidence. They're waiting for me to break, to collapse, to lose everything I've built. My jaw tightens, resolve hardening like steel. I won't drink their lies anymore. I won't let them win. This is my fight, and I'm just getting started. Tech Corp's office pulses with ambition, its glass walls catching Seattle's gray, rain-streaked sky. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32, hunched over my desk, a war zone of notes, mock-ups, and half-empty coffee cups. The Baxter account, a $10 million deal, looms like a beacon, my chance to cement my name in this cutthroat marketing world. But my mind's not on pitches or campaigns. It's on that latte at Claire's brunch, its chemical stench a twin to the tea Lucas pushed on me last night. 3 ER visits in 6 months, Claire's salad, his smoothies. Her soups, each one a question mark, each one a lie. My fingers tremble, hovering over my laptop, the memory of those hospital beds sharp as a blade. Mark Sullivan, my coworker, leans over the partition, his voice low urgent, cutting through the office hum of keyboards and murmured deals. "Claire's been asking about you, Evie. obsessed with your health like it's her new hobby. My stomach drops, a cold weight settling in. Claire Donovan Lucas's sister runs a rival firm, her campaigns fading, while mine light up boardrooms. I've been winning her clients one by one, my ideas outshining hers, my name on every major account. Is she bitter enough to sabotage me? The thought lands like a punch raw reel. I nod at Mark, force a smile, my lips tight. Thanks for the heads up, I say, but my voice wavers, betraying the storm inside. Mark hesitates, his eyes searching mine, then slips back to his desk, leaving me with the weight of his warning. My gaze falls on Lucas's laptop, left on my desk by mistake, its screen glowing in the dim office light. My heart pounds a drumbeat, urging me forward. I shouldn't, but I do. I open it, my breath shallow, and click his email. A new message from Claire stares back, stark chilling. Neutralize her before Baxter. See. My breath catches the words searing into me. Neutralize, what does that mean? My fingers freeze, the office noise fading to a dull roar. Lucas and Claire plotting against me. The Baxter pitch is in 2 days. If I'm sick, if I collapse again, I miss it. Claire swoops in, takes the account, the glory, everything I've fought for. My vision narrows, the glass walls closing in rain, tapping like a countdown. This isn't paranoia, it's real. I close the laptop, my hands steady, now resolve hardening like steel. They want me out. They'll have to try harder. I'm not just fighting for a deal, I'm fighting for my life. The rain pounds Claire Donovan's penthouse windows, a relentless Seattle roar that drowns out the clink of silverware, but not the tension choking the air. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32. Seated at her polished mahogany table, the brunch dragging on like a slow poison. The latte before me steams, its acrid chemical stench, curling upward a twin to the tea Lucas offered last night, to the salad smoothies and soups that sent me to the ER 3 times in 6 months. Claire Lucas's sister, my rival, sits across from me, her marketing VP Polish, gleaming under the chandelier, her smile sharp as a blade. She's losing clients to me, her firm crumbling while I shine. At TechCorp, and her eyes burn with something darker than envy. Lucas, my husband, lounges beside her, his grin too tight, his fingers drumming the table, betraying a nervous edge. Drink up, Evie, he urges, voice smooth, but eyes darting to the latte, hungry for my reaction. It's special. Claire's lips twitch, a smirk barely hidden. Lucas is quite the barista now. She purrs, stirring her own latte, untouched, her gaze locked on mine, daring me to take a sip. My pulse hammers a war drum in my chest. That email I found, neutralize her before Baxter, flashes in my mind. Claire's words searing, undeniable. They want me sick, out of the Baxter pitch, out of their way. I can't drink this, not after the hospitals, the lies, the pain. But I need proof, something to crack their facade. My mind races, a plan sparking. I stand, fake a stumble, my elbow knocking my latte toward Claire's. Oh, I'm such a klutz. I gasp, swapping their cups in the chaos, my hands steady, despite the storm inside. The latte sloshes, but I catch it, placing Claire's cup before me, mine before her. Claire rolls her eyes, annoyed, her voice clipped. Careful, Evelyn, you'll ruin my table. I mumble an apology, heart thundering, and slip to her study. The hallway, dim the rain, a muffled roar. I prop my phone against a book, hit record, and peek through the doorway, my breath shallow. Claire lifts the swapped latte, takes a sip. Then another, her confidence unshaken. Seconds pass agonizing, then her face twists, eyes widening in panic. She chokes, clutches her throat, the cup crashing to the table. Lucas, what was in it? She rasps, voice raw, desperate, her body trembling. Lucas leaps up chair, scraping his face, drained of color. It was for her, he hisses, staring at my empty seat. His words a confession, raw and unguarded. My stomach lurches, bile, rising the truth, hitting like a fist. They meant to poison me. I step out, phone in hand, my voice calm cold, cutting through their panic. I think we need to call 911. Their eyes snap to me, Claire's filled with shock. Lucas's with fear, their smug masks shattered. My heart races, but I hold their gaze unyielding. Got you, and I'm not done yet. Seattle General's ER is a whirlwind of beeps, antiseptic, and raw urgency. The fluorescent lights buzzing overhead like a swarm of angry wasps. Outside, the rain hammers the windows, a relentless Seattle storm that can't drown the chaos unfolding. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32, standing rigid in the sterile corridor, my heart pounding as Claire Donovan lies on a gurney, her face ashen, her body trembling like a leaf caught in a gale. Her polished facade, that smug marketing VP veneer, is gone. Replaced by panic, her eyes wide darting, betrayed by the poison she meant for me. Dr. Susan Carter, gray hair pulled tight, steps toward me. Her voice low, grave, cutting through the clamor of nurses and monitors. We found a neurotoxin in her blood, Evelyn. Rare, used in pharmaceutical trials, not something you'd stumble into by accident. My chest tightens, the truth slamming into me like a freight train. That latte, its acrid stench, the same as Lucas's tea, Claire's salad, all those ER trips, 6 months of lies unraveling now. I pull out my phone, hands steady despite the storm inside, and play the recording from the brunch. Claire's voice crackles, raw, desperate. Lucas, what was in it? Lucas's hiss follows a confession torn free. It was for her. Dr. Carter's eyes, narrow, sharp as glass, her jaw clenching as the words echo in the sterile air. Claire, barely conscious, stirs on the gurney, her voice a weak rasp. Nathan, he gave it to us. Nathan. My mind reels a memory, flashing Dr. Nathan Wells, Claire's toxicologist colleague, his odd questions at her dinner months ago, probing my health like I was his experiment. Lucas, standing nearby, lurches toward the exit, his charm dissolved into a coward's panic sweat beating on his brow. I need air, he mumbles, but security grabs him, their hands firm, pinning his arms as he struggles. I step forward, my voice ice cold, cutting through his lies. Going somewhere, Lucas. I open my phone, show texts I forwarded from his Nathan's stuff is clean. She'll miss Baxter. Dr. Carter's face hardens, her eyes flicking to Lucas, then back to me. This is attempted murder, Mrs. Harper. She says, her words heavy, final. Lucas stammers, his voice cracking, sweat dripping now. It wasn't supposed to, not like this, just sick just enough to slow her down. Slow me down. My blood boils, the betrayal, a fire in my veins. I lean closer, my gaze locked on his unyielding. Slow me down for what, Lucas? The Baxter account, my career, my life. His eyes dart away, guilt carved into every line of his face, his silence louder than any confession. The ER buzzes around us, nurses rushing, monitors beeping, but for me, time slows, the weight of their scheme crashing down. Claire's trembling, Lucas's caught, and Nathan's name hangs like a shadow, a new piece of their puzzle. My phone's still recording, capturing every word, every gasp. I turn to Dr. Carter, my voice steady, resolute. Make sure she's stable, but I want answers, all of them. She nods, her expression, grim as security, tightens their grip on Lucas. The rain outside roars, but inside I'm a storm of my own, ready to tear their lies apart. They thought they could break me. They're wrong. I'm just getting started. Rain drums against my office window, a restless Seattle rhythm that can't quiet the storm in my mind. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32, slumped at my desk, the laptop's glow casting harsh shadows across my face. The chaos of the ER still echoes Claire's trembling body, Lucas's panicked confession, and that name Nathan spilling from her lips like a key to their twisted puzzle. Dr. Nathan Wells, Claire's toxicologist colleague, a shadow I didn't see until now. My hands hover over the keyboard, trembling as my thoughts drag me back 4 months to a dinner at Claire's penthouse, where the pieces of their plan were hiding in plain sight. The memory is vivid, sharp, like a blade slicing through my denial. Claire's dining room gleamed all crystal and candle light, her laughter too bright, too forced as she introduced Nathan as her consultant. He sat across from me, his eyes cold clinical, studying me like a specimen under a microscope. His questions were odd, probing, delivered with a thin smile. Ever have allergies? Evelyn's strange reactions to food or drinks. I brushed it off, laughed, thought he was just awkward. A scientist out of his depth at a social gathering. Lucas poured wine, his charm dialed up while Claire watched me eat her special dish, her smile smug knowing. I didn't notice then, didn't see the way Nathan's gaze lingered, tracking every bite, every sip. Hours later, I was in the ER vomiting my body, racked with pain. Lucas at my side, swearing it was bad wine, his hand too steady on my back. Nathan's questions, though, they weren't casual. They were tests, probes, part of their sick experiment. My hands clenched, nails biting into my palms, the pain grounding me in the present. Claire and Lucas weren't alone. Nathan was their supplier, the one crafting their poison, turning me into a lab rat for their schemes. Why I'm stealing Claire's clients, outshining her at TechCorp, threatening her empire. Is that enough to hurt me? The betrayal cuts deeper than any toxin, a wound that burns with every memory of their smiles, their lies. I trusted them. Sat at their table, loved Lucas through every vow, every quiet moment. And they watched me suffer, measured my pain, adjusted their doses. The rain outside roars a relentless beat, but it's the fire in my chest that drives me now. Nathan's name is a thread, one I'll pull until their web unravels. They thought they could break me, erase me before the Baxter pitch. They're wrong. I'm not their victim. I'm their end. TechCorp's ballroom glitters under chandeliers. A sea of champagne flutes and tailored suits, the hum of Seattle's elite, rising above the soft patter of rain outside. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32. Standing at the edge of the crowd, my heart a war drum, my phone a weapon in my hand. This mixer is for the Baxter account, the $10 million deal I've fought for. But the air feels thick, charged like a storm about to break. Claire Donovan, Lucas's sister, my rival, is here, out on bail after her hospital stay. Her nerve a slap in the face. She's schmoozing the Baxter clients, her laughter sharp, her VP polish gleaming as she leans in, voice smooth as silk. Evelyn's unreliable, she says loud enough for heads to turn. Always sick, missing deadlines, not someone you'd trust with your brand. My blood boils a fire, igniting in my chest, her words, a twisted mirror of the poison she meant for me. 6 months of ER trips, her salad, Lucas's smoothies, her soups, flash through my mind, each one a calculated strike to steal my life, my career. The latte I swapped, Nathan's neurotoxin. Lucas's confession in the ER all burn in my memory, fueling me now. I shouldn't be here, not after the hospital, not with Claire's lies still ringing, but I won't let her win. Mark Sullivan. My coworker catches my eye from across the room, his expression tense. You sure about this, Evie? He whispers, stepping close, his voice barely audible over the chatter. I nod my grip, tightening on my phone. The recording from Claire's brunch loaded ready. I have to, I say, my voice steady, resolute. The crowd shifts a path opening as I stride toward Claire, my heels clicking on the marble floor, each step a declaration of war. The Baxter clients turn curious as I raise my voice, clear, commanding. Let me tell you why I've been sick. I hit play the recording, blaring through the ballroom, slicing through the murmurs. Claire's voice gasps raw, panicked Lucas what was in it. Lucas's hiss follows a damning confession. It was for her. Gasps ripple through the crowd. Heads snapping toward Claire, the Baxter clients frozen, their faces pale, horrified. Claire's polish cracks her smile, faltering, her eyes darting like a trapped animal. Evelyn, you can't. She starts, her voice shrill, desperate, but I cut her off, my words. A blade sharp and unyielding. You poisoned me, Claire. You and Lucas, with Nathan's help, to steal this account, to ruin me. The room falls silent, the weight of my words hanging heavy. The crowd's whispers, growing a tide of shock and judgment. Security moves in their hands, firm on Claire's arms, her protests drowned by the murmurs. The Baxter clients back away, their trust in her shattered, one shaking his head, another muttering, unbelievable. Claire's escorted out her heels, dragging her career in tatters. Her eyes burning with rage but powerless now. I turn to the crowd, my voice steady, my gaze fierce. I'm not unreliable. I'm a survivor, and I'm ready to lead your campaign. The Baxter team exchanges glances and nod, passing between them, respect flickering in their eyes. Mark steps closer, a small smile breaking through. You did it, Evie, he whispers, his hand brushing my shoulder. I meet his gaze, a nod in return, my heart still racing but lighter now. The rain outside softens, but inside I've reclaimed my power, a fire they can't extinguish. Claire thought she could bury me. She's wrong. I'm rising, and this is just the beginning. King County Courthouse smells of polished wood and quiet fear, its high ceilings swallowing the murmurs of the packed gallery. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32, seated in the front row, my hands clasped tight, knuckles, white as the weight of month 6. ER visits, a poisoned latte. A web of lies presses against my chest. Outside, Seattle's rain taps the windows, a steady pulse, but inside the air is thick, charged like the moment before a storm breaks. The trial has dragged for weeks, each day, a hammer carving truth from deception. Claire Donovan and Lucas Harper, my sister-in-law and husband, sit in the defendant's box, their faces hollow, their polish and charm stripped bare. Claire's sharp VP smirk is gone, her eyes darting restless. Lucas avoids my gaze, his shoulders slumped, a coward unmasked. Detective Rachel Brooks stands at the witness stand, her voice slicing through the silence like a blade, every word precise, unyielding. Dr. Nathan Wells's lab logs confirm he stole the neurotoxin, she says, holding up documents, their pages stark under the courtroom lights. Lucas's emails to Claire mapped Evelyn's illnesses, step by step, time to sabotage her Baxter pitch. Claire's texts were explicit. She can't make Baxter, dose her again. My stomach twists, the memory of that latte, its acrid stench flashing back, tied now to Nathan, to their calculated cruelty. Dr. Susan Carter takes the stand next, her gray hair pulled tight, her voice calm but heavy with authority. The neurotoxin in Claire's latte could have been fatal in higher doses. She states, her eyes meeting mine, a flicker of empathy passing through. Evelyn's prior ER visits showed traces of the same compound escalating over time. The gallery murmurs a ripple of shock, but I sit still. The truth a cold anchor in my chest. That salad, those smoothies, that soup, each a step closer to my end, all for Claire's jealousy, Lucas's greed, Nathan's poison. The prosecutor plays my recording from the brunch, Claire's voice gasping what was in it, Lucas's hiss echoing it was for her. The words land like blows, the jury leaning forward, faces grim. My forwarded texts appear on a screen, Lucas's words damning Nathan's stuff is clean. She'll miss Baxter. Claire shifts her hands trembling while Lucas buries his face defeated. Nathan, their supplier, faces charges elsewhere, his role exposed. But here it's Claire and Lucas who bear the weight. The judge's voice booms final, echoing off the walls. This calculated betrayal, a systematic attempt to harm a family member, demands the maximum sentence. Guilty, attempted murder, conspiracy. Handcuffs click sharp and cold as they're led away. Claire's eyes burn with rage, a last spark of defiance, but it's empty now. Lucas still won't look at me. His head bowed, his lies crumbled. I exhale the knot in my chest, loosening relief, washing over me like rain. Justice is mine, hard-won, undeniable. The courtroom empties, but I linger the rain outside, softening my heart steady. They tried to break me, but I'm still here. The Seattle Convention Center hums with energy, its vast hall aglow with golden lights that dance across polished floors, the city's skyline framed by towering windows. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32, standing at the podium a year after the trial that tore my world apart and rebuilt it stronger. The Northwest Marketing Summit buzzes around me, hundreds of professionals in sharp suits and eager faces, their eyes locked on me, waiting for my keynote. My heart beats steady, not with fear but with purpose, a fire kindled through months of betrayal and survival. Outside, Seattle's rain falls softly, a gentle patter now, no longer this storm that once mirrored my chaos. I grip the podium, my voice clear, resonant, carrying across the sea of faces. Success isn't just skill or talent. I begin pausing, letting the words settle. It's surviving betrayal, rising above those who'd tear you down with lies and poison. A murmur ripples through the crowd, some leaning forward, others nodding, sensing the weight of my story. I don't dwell on the details, the latte Claire meant to poison me. With Lucas's smoothies, her salads, the 6 ER visits that nearly broke me. I don't name Nathan's neurotoxin or the trial that locked them away. Instead, I speak of the strength it forged, the clarity it gave me. I learned to trust my instincts. I say my voice firm, to fight for what's mine, no matter the cost. The audience is rapt, some scribbling notes, others whispering inspired. The Baxter account, that $10 million deal Claire and Lucas tried to steal, is mine now renewed, for 3 years a testament to my campaigns that light up boardrooms. I'm a top executive at Tech Corp, my name, on every major deal, my ideas shaping the industry. Claire's firm went bankrupt, her reputation dust, after I played that recording at the Tech Corp mixer. Lucas writes from prison letters I leave unopened, their words hollow, meaningless. I chose growth over bitterness, building a future they can't touch. As I wrap up, I scan the crowd, my voice rising fierce. You'll face your own shadows, people who dim your light, but you can rise stronger, brighter, unstoppable. Applause thunders a wave that lifts me, but it's the young professionals who swarm me afterward that spark something deeper. A woman, eyes bright, asks, "How did you keep going?" I smile, my answer, simple, true. Trust yourself. Never stop fighting. They nod, their faces alight with determination, carrying my words forward. I step off the stage, the applause fading, but the quiet in my heart is louder, a peace I've earned. The rain outside glistens, catching the city's lights, and I know this is my victory, not just over them, but for me. Rain patters gently on my umbrella, a soft Seattle whisper, as I walk along the waterfront, the city's pulse steady around me. I'm Evelyn Harper, 32. My steps slow, deliberate, the cool air carrying the scent of salt and freedom. The skyline glimmers through the drizzle, its lights a quiet promise, a far cry from the storm that once consumed me. A year ago, I stood in my kitchen, staring at a poisoned tea, my husband Lucas's smile hiding a blade. I sat at Claire's brunch, a latte laced with death, her smirk daring me to drink. 6 ER visits, there lies salads, smoothies, soups, nearly broke me. But here I am, whole stronger, the scars of their betrayal, now fuel for my fire. As I pause by the water, the waves lapping at the pier, I reflect on what I've learned, lessons carved from pain, meant for anyone facing their own shadows. First, trust your instincts, that knot in your gut, that whisper of doubt. It's your truth speaking. Mine saved me from that latte, from their poison. Second, document everything. Texts, recordings, dates. They were my shield, my proof, when no one else saw the truth. That email from Claire, neutralize her. The recording of Lucas's hiss, it was for her they brought justice. Third, choose resilience over revenge. Claire's firm is bankrupt. Lucas is in prison, their lives in ruins, but I didn't destroy them. I built myself higher, winning the Baxter account, keynoting at the summit, my name a beacon at TechCorp. Revenge would have trapped me. Resilience set me free. Finally, pick your circle wisely. Family isn't always blood. Mark Sullivan's quiet support. Detective Rachel Brooks's sharp justice. Dr. Susan Carter's steady truth. They lifted me when Claire and Lucas tore me down. As I watch the rain ripple the water, I think about you out there facing your own bitter sip. Maybe it's a friend's betrayal, a coworker's sabotage, a loved one's lie. Evelyn's fight is yours too. We all have shadows. People who dim our light, but you have the courage to face them. My story isn't just about surviving poison. It's about rising, shining, no matter who tries to stop you. I turn the city's glow at my back, my heart full. This journey taught me to stand tall, to trust my strength. And you've got that strength too. So what's your bitter sip? Face it and rise.